What's up, motherfuckers? What's up? What's happening, motherfuckers? I figured fucking since I just dropped, dude, this guy was like, oh, you know who it was? It was Adam Carolla, dude. Listen to Adam Carolla and Sam Tripoli. They did a podcast, and one of them was like, dude, if you can't fucking drop and hit 30 push-ups straight away, you're not in good shape, dude. I can't do it. I can't, not me, ElJoe MissileToe. I'm saying like that's what like Carolla was saying. Like I couldn't do it. I'm not talking shit. I couldn't do it. And I was just like, I'm old and feeble. I just turned 50 a couple weeks ago. But then, like, I don't know, dude. I didn't even get like 30 seconds into it where I was like, I ain't cool with that. I got to know. I got to know. And I fucking dropped right there. I didn't even give a fuck who was around me. Fuck them in the pussy hole. You know what I mean? I boom, busted out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 30, dude, in a row. And I was like, I guess I'm in good shape. And then I'm like, fucking, why stop there? Like, you know what I mean? You have to be able to do 10 pull ups to get into Ranger School. And I need Ted from a dead hang. Count to 3 in between. And just bust, pow, pow, pow. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I know. So that's cool. I'm cool with that. But I ain't cool with like, I got to know. Am I in shape? So, and then guess what? Today I'm all sore and it fucking feels good, dude. It feels good. And then, like, my customer laid on me a couple of fucking fat bags of protein bars. Whoa, look, I got them right here. Where's that fucking bag? Where's the fucking bag? Oh, you know what? No, that's right. I left them in the truck because I was like, dude, you need protein bars. You don't eat like you're like you're in a concentration camp. You just fucking move logs and bricks all day long. Because I'm doing like paper stones right now. Like a Hebrew slave, and you're not even shooting anybody or fucking killing any babies. So what kind of fucking Hebrew are you, bro? Just kidding. Just, you're fucking kidding, bro. You wouldn't have said it, right? Like, so yeah, there's that, dude. And, I gotta like get up on my game a little bit. I'm like, fuck, I'm not ready to, I am ready to be a feeble old man, but I'm not ready. You know what I mean? I'm ready to get a sack of cats. You guys want to see my success rate? I got one, dude. I got one KO Manny, and it was a total fucking hitter. Dude, season the preseason of kittens, and cats are at an all-time high, dude. They're paying fucking $100 for a crappy cat in California right now. But you know what I mean? This is what I'm trying to produce ultimately, and you know, mom's under here getting a boff job right now. But here's the thing. The dad, dude, that gene, the two eyes, the different color eyes, that is a fucking X chromosome. So, in other words, like the father has to be that, dude, or at least, you could be all white but without the eye. Male father has to be. So, and I haven't had that because a hyper aggressive male came in and was like pushing that one out, the dad with the two different color eyes, and then fucking just chaos erupted in the neighborhood, dude. It's like they don't last long out there in them streets, dude, and so like it was like the neighbor's cat died, the one down the street died, two of mine fucking died, and I don't have any male cats to do this. Okay, and then now I do. That's a male, right? My male, that never came home. at Christmas. So what am I gonna do? Now I got a baby Ghosty. So I got that going for me, baby Ghosty. And um, how do you get in the chat here, dude? What's going on? I can't even see who's in here. It's like different, dude, on my phone than it was before. Uh, anyway, uh, I can't even read anything. I'm not even like seeing any chat at all. Oh, here we go. Okay, okay. Anyway, yeah, dude. So now I have the fucking father, right? But he doesn't have the eye, but he's all white. He's got the chromosome, so it's cool. So we got one, right? He wasn't getting in, right? Because I got this hyper aggressive dude, hyper aggressive. This guy right here. So he's posted right there. See, he's guarding. I don't know if the sun's in the light, but he got one in, dude. And I was like, okay. And it's a male. It's a baby Ghosty, since Ghosty never came home after Christmas. So, but that's gonna be like a year, dude, or more, till he matures and becomes sexually active, at least, dude. And and there has been diversification of the gene pool that he came from since then because of that hyper aggressive orange cat. Actually, that's why I permitted it, and it actually strengthened me, dude. So anybody out there that's doing this, cat prison is cool, dude. That's fine and good, but if you really want to like diversify the gene pool, the DNA strand, which is very important, dude, right? Because if you have a very diversified gene strand, you can allow instances of incest to occur. It's not recommended, but sometimes, right? If you have a desired mutation or a characteristic, you have to isolate that and start somewhere. And that's why cats are masters of the recessive gene, just like betta fish, because they could get they're pack animals. So betta fish, they get stranded in a fucking pool for long periods of time. Cats, you could get stranded in an area, stuck in a pack for a long period of time. Uh, yeah, slay. It's not gross though. When I orchestrate to meet. I sell 6 cats and orchestrate to meet 6 people at one spot, and I put them in the pet carrier and go, dude. And you know what I mean? Like in under an hour, I got an empty pet carrier. I'm standing on the same Kona, counting $1,000 out, $1,200 in an empty fucking pet carrier. That shit is cool. There ain't nothing gross about that. It's cool like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's gross if you don't like life, but dude, I have people calling me, sending me text messages that I sold cats to years ago. They're like, look, I just piped up, dude, to say fucking thank you so much. This is fucking Snickle Fritz. I got them from you. I appreciate it. And it's just like, wow, dude. Freeze? Freeze, you could get a shout out, bro. Um, oh yeah, wait, hold on. Because I probably am gonna post this. Well, I don't have a job. I have a business, bro. Another business. That's why I just got home. The cats stay here and fuck and eat, right? And nurse babies. And I go, like, I was putting in paver stones today. I do landscape contracting, tree removal, stub grinding, and fucking. Yeah. No. I have a business, bro. And fucking, it's funny. I have a couple of businesses. I just got home. because that's what men do. You know what I mean? You can't sit around. It's not going to be good for you. So, but I'm not going to like, this place is not going to sit around either and do nothing while I'm gone. So it'll house cats to eat and nurse babies. And fuck, dude, that's what you want, bro. You want to fucking put your assets to work for you, right? And you probably pay your rent or wherever you live, right? Give your parents money because they're up your ass, and it's not doing anything for you. It's actually taking from you, see? I am smart enough to have my shit go to work for me, finding something that it can be doing that generates money. You could be mining fucking Bitcoin, bro. You could have a computer server in your house that fucking just hosts websites and something. You don't do any of that. So that's how I know you're talking out of your ass. My house is making money for me while I'm gone, running my landscape business and my tree trimming, removal, stump grinding business. You know what I mean? Where I have vehicles parked that go to work every day. Yours vehicle doesn't make you any money. You actually pay money to fuck. See, you're on the opposite shit. That's why you're talking shit. Because you're frustrated and angry like everybody else and directionless. But that's your fault, bro, not me. I mean, even a dog knows to go dig a fucking hole instead of fucking. Bro, if you make $200,000 a year and you're trolling people on the internet that have three people, like they're so fucking low level chat, there's three people, and you're so much of a loser, you don't even have a fucking platform with three people in it. That is fucking lower than low. You know what I mean? Most people I know that make that kind of money would fucking snap their fingers and 100 motherfuckers will appear to hang on their every word. And the funny part is you make $200,000 a year and you're still in here fucking talking shit, which is hilarious. And even if it's hate, it doesn't matter. If you type out a comment, in your case, a whole ass fucking paragraph, do you know what that does for my algorithm? People build platforms on hate. There's nothing positive about them at all, but just because motherfuckers hate them, it generates millions of dollars in revenue, dude. Right? Put the fries in the bag, bitch. If I'm wrong, put the fries in the bag. You know what I'm talking about because you're a fucking loser that wasn't doing landscape maintenance and coming home at dinner time now to fucking take care of my other responsibilities that have been sitting here making money for me all day, right? Hilarious, dude. You got $200,000 a year and you're in a fucking group chat with 6 people running your fucking cum chugger. Hilarious. That says like there's nothing that says you're capable of making $200,000 a year because people that do that would never waste their time typing to a fucking loser, no matter how hateful your heart is, because you have to have a hateful heart to do that. So what good is $200,000 a year? So I'm sure that the chicks are just beating down the door to get to somebody that's trolling a motherfucker online with 3 people in the chat, dude. That you're such a fucking full of shit loser. Just showing your business how you make $200,000 a year will get 10 people in the fucking room, 20 people in the room will blow my shit out of the water. And you're not doing that. You don't even have the creativity to fucking live stream like what a naked fucking retarded old feeble fuck could do. But somehow you can do it, but you can make 200. Nah, the fucking story doesn't add up to the motherfucking evidence that I'm seeing, bro. You know what I mean? Just like it says in the Bible, there ought to be evidence. There's fruit. By their fruit on the tree is how you'll know what that motherfucker is all about. And what you're showing me is bickering, definitely, like if your words are true, and I'm really like a poor person, so you're some dude with $200,000 that picks on poor people that isn't even creative enough to stream, but somehow is creative enough to come up with $200,000 or do the work that it takes to like pass the state bar exam or like other ways that people actually make $200,000. Dude, my fucking daughter graduated from University of Tennessee, top of her class, is the fucking pharmacist at Children's Hospital, and she doesn't even make $200,000 a year. So that's how I really know you're fucking full of shit. It's hilarious, dude. But like I said, if you weren't engaging in the content and the text, the chat, it wouldn't be putting this out to anybody. You know what I mean? It'd be just like most streams, right? With these platforms that are as small as mine. It's hilarious. And you go from like, I could stream for an hour and be lucky to have two people in here, and it just jumped to fucking six because you started that, dude. So it's like getting to other people like, yeah, check this dumb fucking loser out, dude. Somehow, you know what I mean? Somehow, this guy, you know what else I found, dude? People that like usually have money that didn't come by it, like you inherited it or something, they have no creativity. They're usually very boring, bland people, and because of that reason, they become hateful. Like, which is somebody that would fucking type or even like find something wrong with another person. Like, that's what you're looking for. While Michael Jackson's out doing what he was doing, writing a Thriller album, you're looking for shit that you could fucking make fun of and talk shit about. Like that, you know what that says about you, bro? That says you're so fucking empty inside. I feel bad for you, bro. Damn. Damn, look at Tammy, bro. Coming in with the truth. That's usually what it is, Tammy, because any motherfucker that's like any real man that's like got money and power, they would never waste their time. Like if you even like went to, they'd be like, no, 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 don't even look at it, don't even look at it. You know what I mean? It's fucking hilarious. It's you know what I appreciate, Tammy? You're a fucking good friend, dude. Yeah, you're a good friend, dude. Uh, uh, oh shit. Uh-oh, I better shut this pasta off. Okay, pasta done. Pasta done. And it doesn't matter. You're going to hear it because I'm going to post this and it's going to be forever. So, like, fucking 200 people. And I'll post it. And it'll get 200 views in a week because people just want to hear. They know this type of shit happens. And your fucking profile and your page, bro, it's out here forever for everybody to see. It is the truth. And that chick just came in here and even said it, homie. Straight up, bro. What she said was the truth. You look 12 and you're fucking trolling like a 12-year-old because no man with money and power would ever waste their time. They wouldn't even speak your name because they don't want that fucking satisfaction. Yup. And, dude. Yeah, right. Yeah. You still do, or you wouldn't have fucking came in here. Dude, what was up with fucking, well, I don't want to say his name, but you know, Jezzy posted a video of this motherfucker crying like a bitch, dude. I was like, what the fuck, homie? Like that, you know what it is, dude? That motherfucker is so immature. His parents babied him and spoiled him. That's what I think. He grew up really spoiled and immature because you could tell by the type of health afflictions that he's having. And I'm not saying this to put him down. I'm just speaking truth, dude. You know what I mean? Like just looking at the like what ails him combined with his attitude and like the way he goes about things, you could tell that he's very immature and it kind of comes with being spoiled. And so he's like now his body is just wrecked. And it's like, and like you were a two to begin with. Which I'm just observing, dude. I'm just telling the truth. Like, I didn't create you. And you're mad because you're not a fucking 6 or a 7, because that's what you're seeing around you out there in the slabs. And fucking, God forbid you go to fucking civilization and you're seeing fucking 7, 8s, and 9s hooking up with each other, and you're thinking, like, fuck, I want that, but you're not willing to do the work to fucking, like, even attempt that. And that's the thing. That's where that fit pitching shit comes in, because it's like Jesse Lee Peterson says, when she's crying, she's lying, dude. You know what I mean? And the same thing goes for dudes that act like chicks. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, Jesse, you should give him some puss. If you fuck no, if you care that much. You know what's crazy though? I will give him motherfucker that. He did go out there. And that is like a not a fucking, that whole thing is mind control. It's a mind control. It's a system that they have, that they broadcast at frequencies, and it calls a psychotic criminal element. It's a check-in. It's a check-in for, like, the real fucking psychopaths, man. Real people that, like, really, like, and if you know what I mean, either a full-blown psychopath, or you're definitely open or on the path to psychopathy. And it's like a check-in, like, how can we, like, can we steer these people? Because why is it advertised so much? Why is it advertised? There's millions of off-grid communities. There's some that are, like, even more lawless than that. They're, like, actually lawless, like biker gang communities, and you don't hear anything about them. But they advertise the shit out of that place, just like the fucking Cecil Hotel, man, with that chick that was in the water tower. That was a big one for a long time. And it was just weird, because it was like a 1,000 unit hotel. It's still there. It's like a 1,000 unit hotel, and there's like 30 to 50 people in it at any given moment. I guess it kind of stayed a little full for a minute. You know what I mean? It became a hot party zone. Like, it had a couple of small phases like that. But see, the cops would come, dude. The vice cops will come, and they'd shut that shit down. And that's actually an enhanced charge. Getting caught in those hotels on Skid Row in downtown Los Angeles is an enhanced charge, for prostitution and for drugs and dealing and shit. And they do actively, like, fucking send, like, controlled buys, like, small amounts, like, undercovers, and they do surveillance stings. I've seen it. You'd be kicking it right there, and all of a sudden they run up and fucking get a bunch of people. There'd be some youngsters serving right there, and they're all gone. And you're just like, what the fuck? And then, like, for real, dude, 20 minutes later, it's like a whole different group of motherfuckers. And it's like, whoa. And then, like, you don't even get me started on the fucking inside the hotel. And it's wild, man. And then that always gets shut down. And then, like, I heard now that they, like, gentrified it, and it became like a hip fucking, like, cool thing. Like, people go there to make videos and shit, because the windows are still all like got, like, fucking chicken wire on, like, inaccessible, because jumping out of those motherfuckers is a thing over there, apparently, dude. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Like, when you see some of these places, it's like crazy, dude. Like, how, dude? Plus, you want to know what's crazy? Oh yeah, I bet you there's some real. Yup, that's right. You're right. The woods, dude. Real shit, dude. Selective animal breeding, animal husbandry, human animal husbandry, going back centuries, probably, dude. Probably to, like, fucking. You could, like, trace it back to, like, Cherokee fucking psychopaths in the woods right there. Yeah, you're right. I could imagine, dude, because I've seen it on the internet, and I'm like, whoa, like that's it, man. Then the forest is gonna fucking take all the weakness out. It's, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what they look like. Yeah, they look like a mutant, but that motherfucking mutant could probably drink out of a green puddle on the floor and not even cut a fucking fart. You know what I mean? Okay, can you guys hear this? Can you guys hear that? It should sound like wet, juicy something. You have to guess what it is for the win. Dude, what's up with little fucking crazy trolls, huh? It's funny, dude. Kids are funny. You shouldn't be mean to them, but it's like, I'm just like, dude, you little fuck. If you fucking had $200,000, I'd rob you, you fucking goddamn little bitch. Stupid motherfucker. Uh, fucking, yeah, man. Oh, there was always something creepy about that motherfucker too. And then like he made a comment. It was kind of funny, but then again I started thinking about it. And I'm like, whoa, what kind of dreams you having, motherfucker? Because somebody was like, I had a dream about ElJoe, and he goes, did you have clothes on in it? Ho ho ho. And I was just thinking like, what the fuck? What? Like at first it was kind of funny, like haha. And then I was like, wait, what? Like why would you say that, you fucking weirdo? You probably had some fucking homoerotic El Joe fucking goddamn some kind of El Joe uh dream, you know what I mean? Dude, I got sunburned today. Look, can you see the sunburn like a fucking tank top? But I did bust 30 fucking push-ups, dude, on my 50th. I mean, as an old ass fucking 50-year-old man. So I know I can like get um buff. I could get buff quick starting now, dude. I just have to like start working out or just doing the push-ups. Fuck, man, I'm trying to. Fuck, trying to get all the water out of this pasta. Well, how come you look like Casper? There's no sun or what? Fucking, I've seen you laying in a goddamn fucking beach chair. I want to say there was damn snow on the ground. You should be got fucking hair in my mouth. I gotta be careful about what kind of filthy fucking cone is in my house I'd be showing on stream out, because I probably am gonna post this. I don't know though, not really. I'm not gonna like, but I have it forever in my fucking thing, Casper, whatever the fuck your name was. So I can't post it forever, you little fuck. Embarrass you forever. Especially when my gangster rap career blows up. Then I'll really fry your ass. Be like, look, this one time. No, I wouldn't do that, dude, because I feel bad. Because freaking hurt people, dude. And I didn't even know I was doing. I was doing that shit a long time ago. I didn't even know it, dude. You know what I mean? I still do that shit now. You know what I said today? I was like, you know what? Like I'm hearing all this like anti-toxic shit and like, nah, don't be toxic, nah. I need to remove toxic people from my life, nah, and all this shit. And I was thinking like, bro, why? Is that what they're fucking? Is that what the fucking mainstream wants you to fucking do? Like, why? Why would? What if you're supposed to do the opposite, dude, and go full fucking toxic? Full fucking toxic gnarliness, dude. Just fuck everybody, dude. Fuck them in the pussy hole. You know what I mean? Oh my god, I wouldn't do it. Oh well, fuck you in the pussy hole. You know what I mean? Hey, also this, that. Yo, fuck you in the pussy hole, right? Or like you looking back, like in courteous or like some kind of empathetic manner. Like, nope, never mind. Fuck them in the pussy hole. Don't even waste your fucking time. Who's gonna get there, dude? To the bag? The person giving a fuck or the person going fuck them in the pussy hole, bro? Like, I gotta get this fucking bag. You know what I mean? And then like, who's gonna suffer? You're over here struggling like everybody else. That's about to get even more fucking tougher or whatever. Just what the fuck it is now. Period. You know what I mean? The only one that's gonna get anything or do anything is gonna be the person that's say fuck you, dude. Stay the fuck away from me. I see people like being disrespectful, cutting you off. You know, doing like horrible shit. This is the way they fucking treat you, especially if they think something's wrong with you, dude, or you're disadvantaged of some kind. So that person should be fucked in the pussy hole and handed their own fucking ass, dude. Busted upside the head with a 2x4 and handed their own ass. Fuck them in the pussy hole. In front of their mother, dude. And if that dumb bitch says one fucking word, fuck her in the pussy hole, dude. That's what I think. I mean, what's gonna straighten them out? What's gonna straighten them out, man? And by them, I mean women. They have to be straightened out, or else it's a whole generation of just, they're just going to be lost spinster fucking hags complaining about how it's so lonely at Christmas and all that old shit. I know because I hear it now. And they're not even, they're barely on the cusp of spinstership. You know what I mean? At 29 years old, you have no idea what's coming for you, dude. Wait till fucking men don't even look at you anymore when you're fucking 50. You're fucked. That's just facts, dude. You know what I mean? Or they can all be fucking lesbians, and that's not like I don't. Very rarely do I meet like two really happy lesbians that grow old and live a fucking long, prosperous life. I can think of like one couple I know in my whole fucking life, dude. That where most of them it's constant strife, and they're there for a while, and you know what I mean. A couple of years at best, dude, and that's it. And that's your best case scenario, dude. Unless you fucking get some act right and start like fuck what the guy looks like, fuck what he's driving. You know what I mean? You fucking marry him and stand by him and take care of him and be obedient. And that's just not gonna happen, dude. Like I could hear the laughter just fucking saying that shit. You know what I mean? And that's not me that's going to suffer because there's plenty of 22-year-old, 29-year-olds that are just, you know what I mean? They're like, fucking pick me. Like, I'll just to hang out. You know what I mean? And that's like when the real fucking truth, that's going to slap a lot of broads. They don't realize because they haven't hit that wall yet, dude, where they're of no use anymore unless you're being subservient to a man. Like if you're helping him, looking after him, holding it down for him. Well, you know, that's facts. Or, you know, at least watching the kids, picking them up, dropping, helping out. What, Dan, what's up, bro? You know, that's just the truth, dude. That's why it all ends in divorce and it's a disaster, dude. And if it was a psyop, it worked like a fucking charm because you've destroyed a whole generation of people's chances. And it's not like men are not the ones that are going to be as disadvantaged because a man can work, and I see it. I see men that are old, dude, still in the field, and they're running their fucking little companies, dude, and they're doing their fucking gigs. So I mean, you know, it's not like that for women, dude. It's not. It's a fucking fantasy. I want any woman out there, I challenge you to tell me how the fuck it's different for you that you're able to work and stay out there and be fucking honestly productive at a high paying wage. We wouldn't have heard that argument about pay equality if it wasn't true, dude. And that was like a dead ass, real fucking argument that actually existed. So it's not, dude. Even if you're out there working for as long as a man, you're not earning as much. And so the resources, and then you're at 70, 80 years old. I don't know any women that are still working at 70 or 80 years old. I know a lot of men, dude, and they're not having no problems. You know what I mean? So whoever sold that women on that load of shit about women's liberation and fucking equal rights and all that did them a fucking huge disservice. Well, because the young chicks don't buy into it. They seem like they fucking get it, or at least they're fucking like just on the phase of pulling down like a high value dude right now. And but I don't know, dude. What or it's that men are just not choosing anybody except for young like females that are willing to hold it down. Not talk about I want to go back to school, I want to be independent, I want a degree. Like for what? For what, dude? The fuck? Like you didn't even graduate high school. How the fuck are you gonna get a degree in any goddamn thing? Let's be honest. You know what I mean? And I'll give you another one that is fucking truth that I heard to all you young guys out there. That if you do say okay and start cooking your own meals and doing your own shit, pulling up the slack so that she can go back to school instead of handle her responsibilities at home, it won't mean dick when she fucking leaves your ass eventually, right? Because how many people you know stay together or still together? Like it's inevitable that you're gonna part. And when that day comes, the fact that you put her back through school and all that shit, it's not gonna help you, dude. It's not gonna save you. It's not gonna turn it around for you. It's not gonna make her feel a different kind of way. Like it's so you did it for nothing, basically. Just like taking care of her kids by another motherfucker. Don't ever do that no matter what. There's nothing noble about it. You're not going to get the respect. It's going to be actually more problems than nurturing good environments. The only time that ever happens is when they're 2, 3 years old, 2 months old. You get in that situation, then yeah, by all means. But anything other than that, especially when they get reconnected with their biological parents eventually, which is gonna happen, for sure gonna happen, unless they're deceased, right? It's not going to mean shit. And when you break up with that person eventually, the fact that you took care of her kids by somebody else, by some other motherfucker, that ain't going to mean shit. It's not going to make her, oh, yeah, you're right. Actually, I won't break up with you. You know what I mean? Oh, you're right. I'll rethink it. Like, no, dude. You're going to go down the same path that everybody else goes down, which is separation and breakup. And the fact that you took care of her kids by another motherfucker ain't gonna mean shit. Just like the fact that you stopped everything, pulled up the slack to send her back to school, on top of paying for it, ain't gonna mean shit. When she decides that she's outgrown you, or away from you, or whatever. That's just facts, dude. Here, just hold on a second. I'm making it. It's almost done. I'm putting the butter. Okay, you want to see what's going on here? I'm putting the butter in here, and then I'm going to put Parmesan cheese, and then I'm going to put is that fucking okay with you? You know what I like that you could do on fucking YouTube? You couldn't do on TikTok, dude. They'd be like engaging in dangerous acts. Like, what the fuck? Like these fucking 12-year-old kids fucking cut things with um ninja swords and shit. Like fucking dangerous acts. What the fuck, dude? And then like also, dude, they were so like if you like had any kind of alternative lifestyle at all, they were like, oh my god, like you know what I mean? Like where they're from, dude, it's so fuck everything is so fucking illegal or like by the book that anything outside of that is just like toxic or they don't want to touch it or you have like very limited exposure and the only exposure is to other people that are like that like addiction fucking like meeting shit and like just like fuck you dude fuck you China you stupid motherfuckers you know what I mean? But it was cool and it was their shit at the time. And then like the people themselves and the language and the culture, you of course you like just fall in absolute love. And then especially like having a kung fu background and shit. But then every now and then, dude, they and then all the whole time too, like Chinese people would be telling you like, just watch it, bro, watch it. Like the fucking government's fucked up, dude. Like government asshole. China cool, but government asshole. Like you keep hearing that a lot. You're like, what? And then like, yeah, you would just be like, dude, the fucking tamales over here fucking suck. I don't know what the fucking deal is. Maybe they really should like consider health food like ratings and shit and like and then they're like boom fucking hate speech automatic you're fucking timed out you're like what the fuck dude you know what I mean or like one of these little cocksuckers will pipe up like right there and you're just like dude go fuck yourself dude yeah oh you know they took everybody's cats dude what the fuck dude huh? Remember those big mesh laundry bags full of cats to the brim where they're just like, eh. And that's fucked up, dude. Imagine hearing that. All those cats, like, meow, meow, meow. Terrible, dude. Yeah, you fuck cat eating celestial fucks, dude. And you just don't realize it. It's like Stockholm syndrome. Classic, dude. Until they're gone. And then like now that the fucking CIA is running it, it's like they're like this fucking guy is hilarious. They don't fucking judge, dude, as hard like other Americans are like, oh, this is normal. Yeah, this is just the fucko, dude. These are the stoners or the fucking hashers that were like back behind the bleachers in high school. These guys are cool as fucking good times. Like if you need some fucking car parts or you know what I mean, like some mota. In other words, they're not scared by it, dude. In fact, it's entertaining. You know what I mean? Even if it's like showing people like how not to fucking be. You know what I mean? Or like how YouTube will like have the haters coming in. You know what I mean? But they're not gonna like having the haters come in has value more than just being fucking timed out. Like what the fuck? It's such a limiting. You know what I mean? But that's them for you. Like oh, we don't want any problem. We don't want any trouble. We follow the rule. Any lick boot. That's their fucking mentality, dude. So fuck them in the pussy. Oh, I hate people like that, dude. I'm a fucking rebel, dude. Fuck them, dude. At my core. And it used to piss me off because I'd be like, fuck, dude. They're fucking, they just get you, dude. And it would be like, you would like appeal it and win the appeal. They're like, you just fucking like, you just accuse me on some fucking goddamn bullshit. Motherfuckers. You know? And now that they're gone, fuck my videos get so many fucking views and there's like zero suppression. I was able to tell my fucking big black dildo shit. Dude, I could not fucking no matter how you worded it, no matter how you do it. And that's like the really only good, like really comedy story that I could like perform at any given moment and people like always laugh, dude. Even if they're like really old conservative people, I try it all the time. on like really conservative Christian people. I'd be like, let me see this motherfucker. So I'm like, wow, man, this check this out, dude. I was getting off the bus the other day, and and it's like it's a hitter, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm like gaining traction on this platform, but like I can't like my flagship fucking joke, right? Because it is it's like put that's my put the fries in the bag. It's the mira la buena, right? Like and fucking they wouldn't let me get it off. And the day that they fucking put back TikTok, right? I was like, let's run it, dude. Let's see what happens. And I fucking recorded it exactly the way, in full vulgarity, exactly the way it happened. And I do it, and it gets hits. It's just, it did get like some kind of, it got like, this is definitely 18 or over. I got like some notification. So it doesn't get thousands, but it gets hits. I mean, they wouldn't even let me post it at all, even for two hits. So that's why I'm saying, like, fuck them, dude, in the pussy hole. Fuck you. China for real. Up the ass, dude, big time. With a rusty fucking dick, dude. And then right now, if you're being told, you know what I mean? Like, they make all your shit, but you have to pay them to fucking ship it back to you or whatever. You know what I mean? Or you have to pay fucking like 10 times the amount to send your fucking Levi's or your country bumpkin sauce. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you, dude. You won't even let me get my fucking country bumpkin sauce over there, bro, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Fuck you in the pussy hole, you celestial fucks, dude. For real. Fuck you and Kung Fu, dude. Shove it up your ass. Dude, I got so much like anti-Japanese propaganda. Like, fuck, dude. Chinese people hate those motherfuckers, man. They're on that shit tough. They really told a lot about themselves. They really snitched on themselves a lot by that algo. There was something else too, dude, that I figured out the other day where I was like, oh shit, oh yeah, that's right. And it check this out. So their version of Rock and fucking Vanguard and Monsanto is like it's called Evergrande, right? It's like all those kind of companies like roll up one. They hold like 90% of the mortgages in China, right? They got 3 billion people or 7 billion people. Some crazy no, I think that's the total on Earth. I think they have like 2 billion people, dude. It's something fucking crazy, dude. And most of the mortgages are held by this company Evergrande. So anyway, the people started defaulting on their mortgages after COVID, and then they invested a bunch of money in building these buildings that are still sitting there vacant. And just like all this fucked up shit happened, they're going into bankruptcy. And they also are like responsible for like, they've consolidated most of the companies that produce stuff are owned by this company. So it's a big deal, dude, that they're going out of business. So now, how is that important? Because if you're going to tariff them or start a fucking trade war, and you know that the manufacturing of all of our little trinkets, from the Happy Meal toys to the fucking sunglasses, to most of the fucking parts and stuff, most of the car parts are manufactured in Mexico. That's facts. Everything you buy at O'Reilly, AutoZone's a Mexican company. Facts. Google it. Look it up. I know it is just because I buy the shit here. It's way cheaper. Batteries, all the same shit anyway. But most of the shit is manufactured in China. You take away the manufacturing, what do they have? They have their real estate market, their own like little internal shit, but that whole company is owned by Evergrande and it's collapsing, right? Nobody knows that, right? I know it because I was up under their fucking communist fucking overlords on the TikTok app, and I would see the fucking Chinese news. So they kind of fucked themselves a little bit by letting a lot of that stuff out. They shouldn't have none of that, but see, their ego wouldn't let them. Like they do a lot of cultural shit. Like they want to like show you like, oh, because there is more of them than us, and there is a higher IQ on average, because that's a numbers game too. Anybody in animal husbandry would tell you that, dude. If you're like, bro, 3 billion of anything, they're gonna have some hitters, bro, just by the numbers, more than you. And that's it. That's why if you look at the only competition, which is India, it's because they also are in the billions with a B. That's what it takes. You have to be in the billion club because it's a numbers game, dude. High intelligence is a genetic mutation. Everybody has like a average intelligence, and then there's a genetic mutation every now and then where it's a higher intelligence. And when you have two parents or genetics that both carry those characteristics, it's going to be more present, right? And it's just like, okay, you know how it goes. So do you think that's going to be happening more with 300 million people or with 2 billion people? Like, think about it. So there is something there, but you're not in a position to fucking negotiate. And they also hold their tongue and their feelings very hard. So to be like all upset and be like, this is bully, this is unfair, this is a bully, you're a bully, you know, you never come out of pocket, dude. That's one thing I learned. They're very conservative. So to come out of pocket and be like yelling and all upset like that fucking means something, dude. So just like how they decided to sell that app, dude. At first it was like, what? The only thing, dude, is the American server is not as good. Like for a while it was crashing, dude. It would like crash at random. Be like, what? That's facts, dude. I think that still happens. And hopefully our people learn something not to make the same mistake they did and be flapping, dude, about your internal fucking problems. Because they're going to use it against you. Just let the people do their thing and spy on them. That's what the fuck you were, but they just can't because you start to like know the people, bro. You're watching their stream every day and you're like interacting, like you feel like you know them. You do know them. If you're spying on somebody every fucking second day, you're gonna feel like you know them, dude. You go, oh, I want them to know about how fucking rad we are, dude, and all this fucking big accomplishment. Oh, that's what we do. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you in the pussy hole. Just because I see the way they were fucking suppressing me and shit and like so scared, dude. Like, what the fuck you scared of, fucking little bitch? The fuck? What kind of man is fucking scared of another man, dude? Like, the fuck, dude? The fuck is that, dude? It's so weird. But it's also because of etiquette, right? You're providing a platform in another country, which is like, you can't even fucking believe that they're even allowing this. Like you wouldn't allow it, Chinese motherfucker. So they're just like, what? They're like, oh, they are allowing us. Oh, let's do it. We aspire every day. Fuck, dude. I mean, Eskimo, what are you talking about? Wait, hold on. Wait, okay, if they deport me, well, I heard that they were going to start deporting Americans, that they were going to either enact an old law or they were going to write a new law that they could deport Americans, and they were saying, but it's only the most violent reoffenders. And I'm thinking, like, where would you deport them to if they're Americans? To that super prison in fucking Bolivia or whatever? It's so weird. And here's the thing about the super prison. They make it sound bad, but I don't see it, dude. When they're showing the people and the filming in there, for one thing, nobody's underweight. In fact, everybody looks like they got a little meat on their bones. So can you explain that? And then if they're like, oh, they have to sleep with no sheets and blankets and they're just in here like, well, then how come nobody looks like they don't look like happy, but they don't look like they're in pain or discomfort, dude. They don't have that look of distress. You go to the fucking jail here in Tijuana, fucking fuck the jail. Just go when they got a paddy wagon full of fucking 8, 10 motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And they're up here in the bushes chasing some wino. Just go over for a minute when it's unattended and look, or when you're driving by, look at the faces of the people, man, through those bars. Everybody has like a seriously distressed look on their face. Oh, yeah. How come you don't see any of that when the fucking little white boy goes to interview people and ask questions through the bars and they're in the mega prison? How come those guys all have like meat on their bones? They're all standing there in boxers with like meat on their bones, dude. The fuck? So like you're getting fed, and then like how come nobody has distressed look of distress, dude? Like you don't know what the fuck's on. They could be like have a whole like auto manufacturing plant. They could have a whole like automotive parts manufacturing plant, and like giving people privileges that cost fucking pennies on the dollar, but you definitely weren't getting that in the United States. Like the crystal meth or fucking fentanyl cost them zero on the dollar. And if you're giving it as a reward basis and you're feeding them enough to have like fucking chunks, like go look at the footage. You could see it on the internet, on fucking YouTube. You could go look at the super fucking prison. Like you can fucking see something where somebody went in there and streamed 2 days ago. Like for any amount, that you could just show up and knock on the door and just be like, "We have $500. Can we film one part of the thing? Hi, my name's fucking John Sweaty Balls, independent journalist, and I guarantee they're gonna fucking let you in." So I don't look at what people tell me, dude. I look at the evidence. It's like it says in the Bible, like I was saying before at the beginning of the stream. By their fruits you shall know them, dude. Like what kind of fruit is on that tree? I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. What the fuck is on that motherfucker? Because this motherfucker might be telling you it's an orange tree, trying to sell you oranges, and there's that whole thing's just fucking full of apples. You know what I mean? How would I know that if I'm not looking at if I'm listening to your fucking words and your bullshit that's coming out the side of your neck, or am I looking at the fruit on that tree and seeing if they fucking match up? And they don't match up, dude. I'm looking at the fruit on that tree and I see chunks, you know, in here, back here, you know, where there's meat. The first thing to go when people are emaciated, you know what I mean? Like you get fed rice with, you know, like water, mush here in fucking, you know, their bodies didn't look like they were eating rice mush. Like they looked well fed and they didn't have distressed, worried look. Like they didn't have like a happy look. But they were probably doing that because you brought the camera in and they don't want to be like perceived as weak or soft or, you know, like, ugh, who are you with your fucking journalism degree? You know what I mean? I'm sure you worked you really hard bussing tables for 6 fucking 7 years until you were able to obtain that degree. Like, come on, dude, get the fuck out of here. Right? You need looking at you just the way I'd be looking at your pathetic fucking soft ass coming in here trying to make a fucking story, you know what I mean? And all that shit is pennies on the dollar, dude. Pennies on the dollar, homie. You know what I mean? And you'd be like, these motherfuckers work like fucking champs when they're tweaking, dude. This shit's fucking great. In fact, we've come up with a system, dude, that we go hard for like 3 or 4 days, and then we find like people start making critical mistakes, things start breaking down, so we give them 2 or 3 days just to fucking sleep. And then they get up on a super sick one, dude. We just like, bro, 24-hour shifts, dude. Double, side by side. Because we don't have to let one shift off. They just stay up for 24 hours, dude. You know what I mean? For pennies on the dollar, dude. And then it fucking brings our cost of food. Instead of $20,000 to feed the whole facility, it's like fucking $2. Because nobody's eating. But their bodies don't say that, dude. How do you have chunks and fucking, you know what I mean? And like a semi-happy look on your face. It's like, it doesn't make sense. It's just a fucking story, dude. And you know what I find? I find that when they deport you to your country of origin, like people that I know that get deported to here in Mexico, their lives are so much better. And they're like, fuck, what was I doing? Tell me we don't do that as stubborn people, that will like go against the grain, do something illegal, ducking and dodging all these times, living way below your means because you're too scared or not confident to go get this right fucking paperwork that you need here and then go get it signed off there and then take it to this place over here. And you're just thinking your whole fucking world collapses and all that. But then they bring you through into a thriving economy and they do give you the paperwork with the rights to work. And there's thousands of jobs that are all like competing against each other, like, and the pay is reflective, you know? Is it as much as you're making in the United States? No, but the cost of living is like a fraction of what you're used to. Like so much of a fraction, not just a fraction where you could make it on that low pay, but a fraction where you're actually saving more money than you were in the United States. Like you're making less money, but the cost of living is so low and your expenses are so low that you're actually able to save more money every year than you were in the United States. And it evens out, dude. It's like, oh, you saved $12,000, you know, instead of 23. Like, does it matter? If you're a human being on Earth right now with $12,000 in a bank account and you're going to work and you have everything you need and everything's cool and I'm just going through, like, does it matter? You know what I mean? Like, the answer is no, dude. It only matters to your greed. The reality is, and then like if you've been living in below your means and you can't work and you can't be a fucking human being or drive a car or like any of the really the things that make us a man that you have to do by ducking, dodging, being illegal, like now you could do it, dude. And you're like, not only can you do it, but you're like, you got all the shit, bro. And you're like, that's what I see. That's what I see. I see a big difference. It's like a lot better. The people are like happy, and those are like criminal people, dude. That got because California's been doing this. It's not anything new, you guys. California's been doing this since I think 1992 or three. Governor Pete Wilson, he used to be the mayor of San Diego, but he enacted a law that if you were born, he did the three strikes law, but also if you were born outside the United States and you commit a violent crime after you're done serving your time in California State Prison, it's automatic deportation to the country of origin. And so there was like a flood of people here in Tijuana for a long time that grew up in the US but didn't speak Spanish. They got brought to the US when they were a really young kid by their parents, and then they committed a fucking felony, right? Or multiple felonies, and then they got fucking deported. And then Obama was big on that shit too. Obama deported more people than any president to date, dude. That's fucking facts. Even more than Donald Trump so far, with both his fucking terms. Well, I guess Obama had two terms too, but that's fucking facts, dude. Go look it up. So, you know, like to answer your question in a really long, tweaked out way, like, no, I'm not worried about it because it probably would work out better, dude. It'd probably be better. That's what I learned. That's how God does me. That's what I notice. If there's like changes and like something that you think is gnarly, it always ends up working out better for me. And then, this is how God works with me. If that happened, dude, and I did get deported to here, it'd probably be like a week before that nuclear bomb hit fucking Los Angeles and San Diego, you know? Or Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, and Montana and fucking New York at the same time, right? And you're over here in fucking safety and shit in the fucking Mexican Riviera, as they call it, down by Cancun and fucking where all the cruise ships go. They call that the Mexican Riviera. I think it's close to the equator, so it stays hot, like it's like 90, 100 degrees sometimes in December 25th. Over down there. Yeah, well, I recently they were showing clips about when they asked Obama how we've heard you talk about how you could do a third and fourth term, or somebody asked him like, is it possible, do you think, for a president to do a third or fourth term. He was like, yeah, it's easy. You just have to find somebody to fucking in the party that you could fucking get to run it for you, but they don't really have any strong opinions themselves, or they're fairly low ranking. So, this would be a way that you could like, they'd be willing to step up, and but they would do as you say. And now that I think about it, I'm like, I notice that he makes really poor economic decisions. Like, there's some people that, like, I remember Bill Clinton made great ones, dude. It seemed like everything was better. Um, and then some people, like Barack Obama, it seemed like made really poor choices, dude, or had like ideological stances that were like maybe good for your weird little small sliver of a demograph, but like for the overall, it was like not good at all. Like actually like will hurt them. And like people like Evan, dude, like to have that mentality where like, well, I don't care as long as I can improve it for two or three cocksuckers, full fucking dick chugging gaylords. You're like, what? So that's all you care about, dude? Is like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, there's like a lot of people that are like, yes, I'm fucking sold out. I was gonna say something, right, involving a dick, but then I was like, dog, that would be the perfect fucking snippet clip for somebody to just have a fucking meme of me being like, oh, fucking, uh, you know what I mean? Like, no, you ain't getting me on that motherfucker. You're gonna have to do some editing. I'm gonna make you work for it a little bit. Like, that's what I think, dude. That's why. And then, like, looking at the policies and how everything was, I'm like, fuck, dude, it was that fucker. Everything was the same. Like, we were running everybody's dick into the dirt for goddamn. Who is that that's watching? Barack Obama and the Democratic Party, or fucking Evan and the fucking cum chuggers? Which could you imagine like a Temptations or like a Four Tops style group, or like a doo wop group, like a Frankie Valley doo wop style group of him and his and called Evan and the fucking cum chuggers? Dude, I just say it because for one thing that was like part of our community, but for two because I was just watching something on somebody and I was like, what? Oh no, no, no. Bro, it was something else totally unrelated to this community, but it involved that motherfucker, dude. And it was all like fucked up shit. It was all the same shit. And I was just like, what? You're like, the fuck's this guy's deal, dude? But like, I think of that because, like, and then that fat fucking disgusting monster that has the black eye, Hamilton, posted a picture of her fucking lumped up, and you're just like, yeah, those are examples of people like just to be right. They'll like kill a fucking baby, or like, you know what I mean, or like, what the fuck? Send a fucking baby with the diddler just to like be right or whatever. You're just like, what the fuck? You're not even right. You're just a fucking dysfunctional, weird, perverted freak. The fuck? Bro, somebody told me today that they never heard the rumor because there was a rumor about somebody. And I was like, oh God, that's just like the Richard Gere shit. And he's like, Richard Gere? And I was like, yeah, don't you remember they had made a rumor about Richard Gere? And they're like, no, what was the rumor? I was like, that he shoved a gerbil up their ass? And they were like dying laughing. They're like, I never heard that. That's so fucking random. How would you even get a goddamn gerbil up your ass? See, you have heard of it. And I'm just like, bro, are you kidding me? I felt like the biggest fucking weirdo. I'm just like thinking, like, I was like rethinking my life and my choices and shit, and like working through some things. I'm like, why would I say that or think that. Like, this guy never heard that. I'm like, what the fuck world am I living in if I'm surrounded by gerbil rumors and shit, and this guy's never heard of it? And then it's like, okay, thank you for back. Like, it was everybody. I was like, motherfucker, that shit nationwide. Oh yeah, that's what it was. They're letting Harvey Weinstein out because all the testimony of the people, 90% of them, the chicks that fucking, he just started getting treated again for necrosis of the genitals, which is a really weird fucking condition. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that, but his shit looks like Freddy Krueger. They said it looks like a burn victim. It's really bad, and he has no testicles because they, like back in '93, they had to be removed, dude, because of the fucking necrosis. And the one of the testimonies, the key testimony that put him away was this bitch saying that he made her fondle his balls. And goddamn, you know who fucking broke the story? Candace Owens, man. She fucking was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. He made you fondle his balls. Could you like elaborate on that shit? And fucking this bitch was like going in this big old made up story. And they're like, you do know Harvey Weinstein has no balls, right? Like they were removed back in '93. Like how the fuck could he make you fondle his balls in 2011 or whatever the fuck? And then they were like, you know what? Can you describe his genitalia because it's very specific? Apparently, it looks like a, a piece of pizza or Freddy Krueger's face. I'm not even being funny, dude. This is exactly like they use the word severe burn victim, because it's had countless skin grafts and then there's like active necrosis on it as we speak. Like it's like a constant thing, dude. Like with the MRSA infected staph that's resistant to antibiotics. Like this is real shit, dude. So he's in a constant state of deterioration and healing, like scar tissue on top of scar tissue. So it's very distinctive. And for these people to not be able to describe it, they're like, this is all cap, dude. It's like what happened to Michael Jackson, dude. Candace Owens also broke all this fucking information that proved Michael Jackson's innocent, dude. And that he was just like anybody else, dude, like trying to give back. And like kids that don't have fathers or have like problems in life, like people are just bringing you fuck kids. Like, oh, can you like, play with little Johnny? He just wants to meet Michael Jackson so bad. Like, dude, I've had people do that to me, dude. Like, I'm just like, what are you doing, dude? Like, just like fucking. I swear to fucking God. Well, you know what it is? They think I'm Chris Angel. I get mistaken for Chris Angel a lot, especially if I have, my hat and my hair down long with my fucking hat on. And I don't know if it's like just because we both practice the dark arts or like something, or people see me like live streaming and shit, and they're just like, oh, but God forbid you have somebody holding the camera for you. You know what I mean? And then they like really, because I heard him talking, dude, and like it's like quite a few people. It's actually saved my life like a lot, dude. Like I hope they don't ever find out because like people will come for me, dude. Like I've actually like gotten over hard by threatening to turn people's mothers into frogs and shit. And like if it ever comes out, dude, that I'm not Chris Angel, like I'm fucked, dude. I could think of like three people that will come to kill me right now, dude. Real shit. But they don't do it because they think I have like some kind of fucking powers, dude. Apparently, Chris Angel put a piece of goddamn dollar bill inside the peck and pane of glass over here. It's still there. So like they were like, no, I seen it, dude. The whole fucking dude took me over there. We were looking at it and all this shit. And so they really felt like, that's right, bitch, motherfucker. You know? Really, that's what that. But yeah. They're like, come on, come here, come meet Chris Angel. Hey, we show him things. It's like, what the fuck, bitch? So I can imagine, dude, Michael Jackson, and then like eventually you're just like, you know what, dude? Let's see what if the fucking auto trader has any fucking carnival rides, dude. Let's see if the equipment trader has any fucking carnival rides for sale. You know what I mean? That way, it gives the kids something to do and all the fuck. You know what I mean? And like they just lied on that fucking man, dude, and all that. Yep. and Harvey Weinstein too. Like he ain't no saint. He's definitely abusing his power, and he's a fucking gross, pushy fucking weirdo, pervert. But nobody could describe his genitalia because I guess he was ashamed of it, and so he wouldn't like. He'd like be whacking off while you're in the shower with no curtain or like type shit. You know what I mean? So and like that was like testimony, dude, where they fucking lied. So that's what I think. I I don't even know what we were talking about. The fuck were we talking about? You got me out here fucking shirtless. At least the cats aren't fucking in the background. Cause right before I went live, two of the cats started. And I was like, I don't know, should I go live or not? And two of the cats started fucking. I was like, and I was like, oh yeah, you definitely are going live, dude. If you get lucky, you'll get a cat orgasm in the background. So hey, you know what? I'm gonna get off the stream because I'm gonna go work on my children's book that I'm authoring. Right? I know, big surprise, right? I heard the chick. They asked her. She goes. They go, oh, you were one of the Harvey Weinstein chicks. Like, well, tell us about it. What happened? She's like, well, what the first time? Or she started going to the store and she's like, well, the third time I went over there and then like everybody started laughing and she was like, couldn't understand. Like, why is everybody laughing? They're like, the third is like the Bill Cosby. How the fuck is Bill Cosby in prison, dude? That chick came over her house. Can I just tell you, dude? Like, let's just be honest right here. I know there's only two people in here. So, like, so just between us two, if you ever invite me over, dude, or even let's just say I invite myself, and you slip me a drink, you slip me some drugs in my drink that make me fall asleep, and then you butt fuck me, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, do all kinds of fucked up shit to me. I'm just saying, like, this is what the testimony was. Where she said, like, oh, there was like some jizz by the corner of my mouth when I woke up. My hair was messy, had jizz in it. My pants were fucking undone. My fucking pH was all fucked off. Like, there was definitely some tampering down there. You're like, what the fuck? So I'm just going off of the testimony, right? Like, this is no way, no fucking, like, so you slip me something, I pass out, I wake up like you've penetrated my fucking goddamn hurish mouth, and my which is like scary on you. For you know what I mean? Like the metal, toothy fucking head to me, which just doesn't seem like a good idea. But whatever, dude. Right? The motherfucker is knocked out, roofied out. Right? So okay. Maybe he likes it like that. Maybe he had a Harvey Weinstein fucking Freddy Krueger penis. You know what I mean? And it takes a metal mouth fucking to feel through that scar tissue. I don't know. But let's just say, you know what I mean? My asshole is busted open, fucking greasy. You know what I mean? Like I wake up, you wake up from that, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? No way. I want to know where the fuck was Bill at. Would you be like, you motherfucker, what'd you do to me? Like, is he just gone? And then the butler's there, like, Mr. Grayson, or what was the fucking, oh, Mr. Wayne. Mr. Wayne packed your lunch and purchased your bus ticket. Hurry off now. You're like, what? I'm releasing the hounds in 12 minutes. Like, you'd be just like, what the fuck, dude? You'd be like, you fucking black motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking kill your whole family. Like, straight to the kitchen, dog. I'm just telling you, me. Just like, straight to the kitchen, dude. To the steak knife. Like, everybody fucking died, dude. You know what I mean? The butler, the fucking maid, the bitch next door. Everybody died. The ice cream man, kind of stealing that from Bobby Lee's dad, but so Bobby Lee said his dad used to say, he said, Dad, what if I'm gay? He goes, if you're gay, everybody die. I kill you, you gay lover. I kill your mother. It's just that's hilarious, right? So that's what I tell my son. I say like, hey, you do that, everybody die. Sometimes like people just know, dude. I've had people way bigger than me, dude, like with heavy weapon, but they can just tell by the look in my eyes that everybody's gonna die, including myself, is gonna die, dude. Right now, motherfucker. And that's real shit. And that's what the fuck would be happening, dude. If you did that to me, if I woke up with a busted booty, dude, just first of all for drugging me, dude. You don't know if I have to like take a test. That will fuck me up. Like I get randomly drug tested, dude, and shit, and fucking, like I can't have nothing in my system, dude. Like that's you'd be fucking me all the way off. Dude, that'd be all bad. You know what I mean? Just for that alone, you're gonna get lost or something, dude. I don't, if it's your pinky, part of your scalp, I don't know, but something you're gonna be. Yeah, I'm taking something, dude. Right? If my asshole is motherfucking tampered, dude, or I got jizz in my hair, oh, everybody die. You know what I mean? Burn your whole motherfucking street down, bitch. For real, dude. Even your fucking innocent Jewish neighbors, like everybody die, bro. You know what I mean? And you know what they say? They say like hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Like no matter how pissed you think you could get, it's nothing compared to a woman, dude. That's just totally fucking unhinged, fucked over, dude. Like you know what I mean? So how the fuck is it not with you? And then you came back again? You're like, I need to talk to you. I want to see if you want to come back to my house. And you were like, offer you a drink or a fucking jello pudding pop. You could like actually see the pressed pills inside the fucking popsicle and shit. You, you know what I mean? Like that chick came over his house like Bill Cosby like 18 times. Like he put her through like high school. It was like they had like a regular contractual agreement where you know what I mean? Like I don't know, dude. I can't figure that one out. How people be saying like the eighth time or the 10th time, right? But so now that I've like recorded myself on the same level as Andrew Tate, I can look forward to putting this fucking gem out there for everybody to hear. But dude, I don't know what to tell you, dude. The best thing I could tell you is this. Whenever you're like insulted by my vulgarity or you're wondering if like it's godly or if it's like just to speak fucking vulgar or listen to somebody like on this level of vulgarity, you have to remember that you are a disciple of the Bible, which is the most vulgar book. Talks about murder, death. If it wasn't true, they wouldn't have to send the kids into lamb school. They would be able to consume the exact same material as the adults. You'd be eating the same meat and potatoes that the adults are eating, but you're not. You have to be dismissed in lamb school because it's a vulgar book that talks about betrayal, lying, cheating, stealing, rape, murder, death. That's facts. And the most important thing is you just got to look at the big guy, dude, because by their fruits you shall know them. You know what I'm saying? Like you look like what the fuck you are, what you look like, what you eat. You look like what you consume. You start to take on the characteristics of the things that you surround yourself with. Do you understand? And the more you're surrounded and consuming of something, the more you're going to look like it. You ever seen somebody that looks like a pig, kinda? Like, I've seen some sexy ones, dude. I used to like, I had the hots from this piggy, dude, when I was a little kid. I ain't gonna lie. Like, a pig could be hot. I don't mean that in a, like, derogatory way at all. Like, I mean, not a pig, but like a pig person. Like, when somebody starts to take on the fucking characteristics, like, they have a little turned up nose and all that, and little, you know what I mean, little short, little thick, like piggy pears, like you do, start to look like what the fuck you consume. So I'm just throwing that out there for what it's worth. It's like I'm just saying, put that in your pipe and smoke it when you feel that I'm like being too vulgar or whatever. You know what I mean? For what that's worth, Easter candy is the best candy out of all. It's even better than Christmas candy by a lot, dude. By a lot. What's the best thing you hope for on Christmas? Like, what's the biggest Christmas hitter? Like, like you know what I mean? There's nothing better than Peeps, and I'm telling you. And you know what? They're okay now after they've been sitting on the shelves for 3, almost 4 weeks already. Will definitely be 4 to 6 weeks by the time fucking 420 Easter Day comes around. When they hit the shelf, dude, and they were fresh from the factory like a few weeks ago. Oh my god. Oh, that was, dude. Peeps are the best. If you look like a peep, that's good. I'm down with that, dude. Peeps are the best. I call it crack because I'll go get 3 or 4, boxes with 2 trays at least, right? The bunny ones might have more, and I'll eat every one after another. Dude, you can't stop. They're like 0 calories, so like there's no remorse. And then like I'll be like, dude, I'm gonna eat the other box. Like, do you feel sick? Do you feel like sick or like you're gonna be fucking sick? I'm like, no. Like, fuck it. Did you eat dinner? Like, oh, like maybe, like the other day, I swear to God, I ate a steak and some broccoli just so I could like eat the other boxes of Peeps with no remorse. And I said a long time ago, like, dude, I'm gonna get all my teeth replaced, dude. I want all metal teeth so that I could eat all 20 boxes of Peeps with no fucking remorse at all, dude. I got up, went to the store. I had 4 people that wanted cats, and I was able to orchestrate them all. I was like, oh god, I'm like, I wanted. You can't get Peeps or anything anywhere around here. So I'm like, I gotta cross the border. Even though it's like 20 to 30 minute trip, but I could do this, dude. In 20, 30 minutes, in under an hour, I could be back home, dude. With all so I know I'll go just get Easter candy. I was like, wanted jelly beans, dude. I really like fucking jelly beans. Like really like, right? Because we haven't had them for a while. Like the McRib or like eggnog, it comes around. And I'm like, and here we are, dude. So what you gonna do? And I'm like, fuck it. I threw the cats in the carrier. I'm like, all the people are ready, dude. Let's do it. And they came and they got it, dude, at the Walmart. And I was like, what? I didn't have $1,000, but I had hundreds, meaning more than one, not more than two. But I had $100, an empty pet carrier, and I'm in the Walmart parking lot. And I was like, we're fucking doing this. And I bought like 3 bags of fucking jelly beans. I bought like 6 fucking trays of Peeps, and I came home and I was like, oh yeah, I bought a couple of Cadbury eggs. Dude, what are Cadbury eggs? What the fuck do they have at Christmas time that could fuck with a Cadbury egg, dude? And but yeah, it was way worth the drive. I was like, dude, on a motorcycle, I'm like $2 worth of gas. Like I don't give a fuck, and there's like no traffic or nothing because I'm in the motorcycle. And I'm like, and I'm just like, bro, 3 canyons, 3 small canyons. It's not like a lot. It's just drop into the canyon, come right out, just like a full fucking Oh no, that's right. No. The road goes over. So it's just straight. You don't even have to drop into it. You literally just go through. As soon as you're in, you're already out. Then you come around and you go up the big hill. The last one's kind of big. You know what I mean? But not big that you have to drop into first gear, but you might have to go like into fifth. I mean, from fourth or fifth to fourth or third. But that's it. And then you're there. Boom. Right at the border crossing. Um, oh, it's up in my room on the. Uh, yeah, dude. And I was like, I'm doing it, dude. And I did it. And then I was like, and I had the fucking dough, and I was coming back, and I was like, dude, it fucking worked out. You can't find Cadbury eggs? Oh shit! Yeah, people do buy them, dude. I almost didn't get any. That's true. It was an all empty fucking thing. It was just empty holes, where they sit in the tray. And there was two, dude. And you know what they did have? Those cartons. It's like an egg carton, those miniature ones, which is like the miniature ones are almost perfect because like you can't eat a full one in one eating because it's like it's too much cream. It takes a couple bites, but the little ones, it's just like one. You can eat it fully in one bite, and it's like really good. It's perfect, right? But those little cartons of baby Cadbury eggs were like $8. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, whoa. And I'm not gonna do that, dude. Cause I gotta like stretch it out and I gotta like feed a kid. I know I want some too. And I can't I fucked myself. That's what I need. Yeah, yeah. Hear him? See, he's singing. See, we got like that long. Like when I started this stream, they were going at it, and I was like, "Oh, that'll be funny" in the background. And then they fucked off. I'm like, "Oh, well, I guess that's good." You know what I mean? Like I get some peace and quiet. And like here, that lasted that long, dude. However long it's been, an hour and a half, hour 30. See, but if I was tweaking, you would not hear a peep out of me. I would just be sitting there like just plotting and scheming, dude. I'd probably have the whole like world domination plan worked out in my mind, but I wouldn't be able to move. Or I would just be like, I'm like the perfect fucking ADHD candidate, hyperactivity. Like they give that shit to people to fucking calm them down. I know, dude. Now I'm like really regretting it. But you know what I did get? Do you know what buttercream is? I did get this buttercream. Yeah, if the females aren't in heat, because if they're in heat, man, they'll lay down on the ground and put their butt up in there. But like usually, you're right. He'll like stalk them and then get them on the back up on the neck to where they're like, fuck, dude, and they can't do anything. So they just have to lay there. Oh, this one makes those babies with two different color eyes, man. She's a Bengal. She used to make nice bangles, but not anymore. She's hiding on Big Daddy. Look, she wanted to get up on my lap and be like, "Please save me from this monster." Oh, oh. This is a valuable fucking Bengal cat, dude. She's actually a calico. Her mama was a Bengal, but she actually she looks like a Bengal, but she's a fucking she's got brindle in there, and she makes like really fucking valuable calicos, dude. The all white ones with just the calico marbling on the back along the spine, and people go nuts over them, dude. They'll have bidding wars over them fucking shits, dude. So that's what I want to get back to. See, I had this orange tabby, dude, that was dominating the neighborhood and really strengthened my gene pool big time. But and they were cute and people bought them, I sold them for like $75, I think was the most I got, I would never go lower than 25 and they were worth it. They had like um, really small ears and like very round faces. But he was too aggressive and dominating, dude, not letting the KO Mannies get in there, not letting the one you're hearing right now, meow, meow, he's a fucking Bengal mix. I think they call him I always want to say rain tree, but it's a ragdoll. He's a snowshoe ragdoll. That's what they call when Bengals get mixed with maybe American short hair and they have four white socks. Uh, but the Bengal pattern and striping, those are called fuck, I just said it. I always want to say rain tree. I don't even know where the fuck that comes from. I never heard of a cat called that, and I always like fucking can't get that out of my head in my mind, and it's actually called a fucking God, I just said it. What the fuck? Uh, a river dance. What the fuck did I just say? A fucking God damn it, dude. I just fucking said it, dude. Fuck, they originated in Riverside, which I don't know how that is. How the fuck is that? Because I didn't go to Riverside or get mine from Riverside. Mine was a Bengal and a Kale Manny screwed, and I got this snowshoe because of the four white socks. That's what I call it. That a snowshoe. Fuck. I want to say river cat, a rain tree, a river cat. I just fucking said it, man. Uh, Well, I guess they can't, somebody in Riverside really started like breeding show quality and they hit the scene. And fuck. I just said it. I can't even think of it now. Um, because I have green tree stuck in my head. I don't know why. Um, it's bugging me now. I just said it. I just fucking said it. It's not a ragdoll. Fucking ragdoll. Ragdoll, which is a good name because it's a mix between two breeds of cats. Ragdoll. So when the ragdoll, it's like that's a Bengal, but they have the white my white muzzle, white neck, white tummy, white socks, or white high boots up to their elbows. Striped tail. Anyway, I just forgot it again. I was like, I'm trying to say it again, and I fucking forgot. I don't know why I cannot remember that fucking word. Ragdoll. Ragdoll. So he's a snowshoe ragdoll, and he's dominant now that dominant cat's gone, and so his babies are valuable, and they make the nicest calicos, especially mixed with that Bengal mama right there. But I just need it, dude. I deserve it. It's like, God tests you, dude. That's what when you deal with live animals for money, God does test you big time. Because morally, dude, it should be about the love of those animals above anything. And you should put the love of those animals above profit sometimes, right? And that's true, dude. That's why you won't just sell to anybody because you want them to go to a good home you care about what happens to them. And sometimes it cost not are you only going to not make money, but it'll cost you money, right? And it might cost you something else, but if you love the animal, you're going to do it, dude. And if you don't, you don't. And that's it. And that test comes up and I get it because you have to prove your worthiness, dude. Otherwise anybody just could do it and then there's a lot of abuse. So I've been in that fucking test for a long time, dude. And now I'm deserving and I actually really need it, dude. Like not even for me, dude, just for my kid. You know what I mean? That's raising, doesn't have a mom, and I think it's gonna happen. Like I already got one. Like I could sell that little guy, the Kale Manny that I showed you. But I need it, dude. I need it. And then now they're all pregnant. They're all doing it again with the white cat, which is the gene, the X gene, where the fucking the odd eye is found. So I really think I might have two full loads of Kale Manny right now, which would be like a nice payday, dude. I got somebody that'll give me probably 600 to $1,000 right now for a full. load. And I have to do that because I can't deal with that many people, dude. I could deal with enough people, like 10 people, but then by the end of that, I'm just like, ugh, I had a fucking enough. If I got four litters, like you bet your ass I'm gonna wholesale one of them. You know what I mean? All I gotta do is just boom, yeah. You want to give me 750, bro? You could have all five of them. Bam. Yeah, he's probably gonna sell them for 750 each. But that's a lot of strife and a lot of dealing with people, man. Cat connoisseurs are, I'm not saying they are, but the type of people that aspire to be that or try to start out to go down that road, there's a lot of fucking flakiness, dude. And, or at least an expectation of now. And you're not going to find anybody that sells you live animals now. You know what I mean? You'd be lucky. I've never heard of it, but if you're lucky, you might be able to go look at them right now, but usually not because you're meeting strangers off the internet. So nobody's gonna like, yeah, pull up to my house right now. Sure. Like, you know what I mean? So anyway, hey, stay golden, motherfuckers. I'm gonna get off now. You guys can do whatever you want. I don't care what it is, but you have to stay golden. Showers.